Control issues, signs, causes, and ways to overcome. Hi, I'm Nicole Kleiman-Reck, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor specializing in relationship issues, often that cause emotional distress. Today's focus is on control issues, the signs, causes, as well as ways to cope. In this video, we'll go over what are control issues, signs that someone is being controlling, examples of controlling behavior, and how to be less controlling. First, what are control issues? Control issues really are a more general term for when people seem overly focused on controlling situations around them. This is often related to high anxiety, obsessive compulsive symptoms, or other mental health conditions. Some people with control issues tend to try to micromanage every little situation, while other people will want to say no to any situation and demand that others make the decisions for them. Signs that someone is over-controlling. Controlling people may try to control others or manipulate a situation or their environment. Control issues really can occur in all types of relationships, from romantic relationships to friendships and even work relationships. Signs of control issues include self-centeredness, jealousy, mood swings, fear of abandonment, having a sense of entitlement, self-importance, and little empathy or respect for others. Having an unwillingness to accept responsibility or accountability for your actions and having that victim type of mentality are also symptoms of being over-controlling. A controlling person may be hypercritical of others as a way of trying to portray themselves as superior. Similarly, they are more apt to spread gossip, rumors, and private information about another person to create a negative self-image and perception about them. They may try to pressure others to do what they want and relish being the center of attention. A few examples of this type of controlling and abusive behavior are preventing a partner or family member from leaving the home unless they are given approval, financial abuse, such as managing the bank account or how much money the person is able to have access to, neglect, such as restricting access to basic resources such as food, shelter, the phone, and required health and mental health care, controlling communication, including who a loved one spends time with, using a loved one's phone or email or social media accounts against their wishes, etc. Physical abuse or threats of abuse to a loved one or other people that their loved one cares about are also definitely typical symptoms. How to be less controlling. Luckily, people with control issues can learn to better understand the causes of their controlling behavior so they can modify their style of communication, identify their triggers as well as their stressors, and explore alternative attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors so they can enjoy healthy interpersonal relationships. Here are 10 tips for managing control issues. Number 1 is to use a journal to track the circumstances you wish to control. Take notes and journal about situations when you find yourself acting in controlling ways. Where are you when you tend to be more controlling? What is your stress level at that time, and what behaviors do you engage in? Number 2, identify your emotions and the roots in your behavior. Figure out what kinds of feelings may be leading you to act in a controlling way. Do you feel vulnerable and cope by critiquing others? Is your behavior caused by a fear of abandonment or fear of rejection? Learning to pinpoint what feelings are tied to your controlling behavior can provide insight into your emotions. Challenge unhelpful thought patterns. If you notice you are catastrophizing, holding yourself to these impossible standards, engaging in negative self-talk, or blaming yourself or others for outcomes that you may have no influence over at all, this will have a significant impact on your overall mental health as well as your relationships. By challenging these maladaptive thoughts and considering other more positive thoughts, you may be able to shift your approach and how you see certain situations and interact with others for the better. Number 5, let go of what you cannot control. Remember, you can't control anyone besides yourself, so learning to let go of what you can't control may improve your overall mental health and reduce any possible conflict in your interpersonal as well as professional relationships. This is tied to a concept called radical acceptance and can help reduce suffering through acceptance. Number 5 is to accept yourself and others as is. We're all human. No one is perfect, so you shouldn't expect that you or others to be perfect. Holding yourself or others to unattainable high standards will increase frustration in relationships. So learning to accept and love all of yourself as well as those in your inner circle will strengthen your relationships by allowing you as well as the other person to be fully authentic and to not feel judged. Number 6, practice relaxation and stress management techniques. Learning effective ways to deal with stress and anxiety can positively impact your daily functioning in all areas of life. Meditation, deep breathing, progressive relaxation, visualization, and journaling are all ways to promote relaxation. A relaxed mental state, and it's going to make dealing with stress as well as these triggering types of situations a whole lot more attainable and manageable. Number 7 is to look at the positive. When things don't go according to plan, gratitude really can go a long way to help you stop controlling behaviors right in their track, especially if being controlling tends to increase when things are not going well. So by thinking about what is going well, what you like and appreciate about both yourself and others, you'll be more likely able to respond in a more positive and relational manner. Number 8, search for balance. Controlling everything or controlling nothing are both not sustainable. Instead, look for those shades of gray when you find yourself caught up in all or nothing or black and white type of thinking. Number 9, accept your imperfections, right? We're all perfectly imperfect, so let's face it, we're not always going to get it right. So controlling every aspect of a situation might lead to unwanted consequences. This statement may seem obvious, but people with control issues often struggle with accepting this very fact. Accepting feedback and direction from others can be a win-win strategy. Number 10, devote energy to true happiness. Often people use controlling behaviors as a way to find happiness, but this is only going to create a false and self as well as a fleeting sense of happiness. So instead, shift your perspective by trying new activities with new people to break the habit of control. Final thoughts on control issues. Whether you're engaging in a controlling behavior or you feel another person is trying to control you, there are ways to change. It's important to know that help is available, so take comfort in knowing that there are many services out there and professionals who can help. We've linked some valuable resources in the description and comments below that can help you find a therapist, a psychiatrist, and other really useful tools, so check them out.